MJBulls is proud to produce the Raising Cannabis Capital podcast. Today's episode will begin after this brief message from our sponsor.
This ain't no desk job, but it's what you gotta do to scale up to this in a single growing season. It's how in Oregon alone, we grew and harvested the single largest crop of CBG in the world. Grit, tenacity, hell, whatever you want to call it. The crew at Hamptown USA has it by the bucket load. Just getting our seeds in the ground back in spring and growing them till fall was nothing short of heroic. Propagation, planting, maintaining what we have, and building what we need. Trust me, this shit ain't easy. But when it comes to harvest time, our team bumps the bar up to a whole new level. Next comes processing. Everything but the top flower goes off to get turned into crude, distillate, isolate, and water-soluble ready. Our product, like our team, is nothing less than best in class. This plant has always had the power to change the world, but it needs people to make it happen. We're lucky to have those people right here at Hamptown USA.
About a year and a half ago, when there was all the kind of talk about CBD coming online and do you get high, all these questions that people in their 70s and 80s have, we started researching CBD and really realized that it was a safe alternative to opioids. And I think that a lot of people, they don't know that there is a safe alternative and also that's organic.
From MJBulls Media, it's the Raising Cannabis Capital Show. Today on Raising Cannabis Capital, we are joined by Ben Ray, CEO of 8 Saints. Ben, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks, Dan.
Well, you were in the digital marketing industry for a long time, and then you started working in cannabis. Maybe give us a little background before we jump into this, how you got into cannabis.
Yeah, you can bet, Dan. Yeah, I've been in digital marketing and advertising for about 20 years. And I worked with a lot of companies around the world, primarily consumer packaged goods companies or fast casual or some sort of food delivery service. So my experience really is in creating brands that are consumer oriented. And I did that for 20 years. So then when I got into cannabis, it just became kind of a natural extension of that, was to create a great brand that is consumer oriented and build brands around what consumers are asking for, whether it's hemp cannabis with THC, without THC. But that's really how I got into this business.
Yeah, it's a pretty common story where you have people from other industries bringing their talent into our industry, and it's just collectively making us all better. Let's talk about CBD. Over the past 6 years, I've just seen CBD skyrocket from no one knowing about it to pretty much everybody knowing about it, especially since the hemp-derived CBD was made legal with the passing of the Farm Bill a few months ago. Hearing all different people are using it for all different things, all different kind of conditions. Let's start there. Give us a list of things that you're seeing that people are using CBD for. And
we primarily are serving the markets of chronic and acute pain and the lessening of anxiety and reducing insomnia. And that really came down to my parents and their friends. In fact, probably about a year and a half ago, when there was all the kind of talk about CBD coming online and do you get high, all these questions that people in their 70s and 80s have, we started researching CBD and really realized that it was a safe alternative to opioids. And I think that a lot of people, they don't know that there is a safe alternative and also that's organic. And so we did a lot of research, probably 6 months of research, trying different brands, talking to people, going to different, conventions, and really just understanding what the landscape was for what CBD really is and how it can be effective. And once we started working on some formulations, we really found that using Colorado organic hemp derived CBD in the crystallized form or the isolate was very, very powerful at reducing pain. And that's really where it started. And we know that it works. There are a lot of other things that people are starting to find it for. But for those three specifically, acute pain, chronic pain, and then anxiety and insomnia, it definitely works in its purest form.
You're touching the baby boomers. They know about cannabis, and all they need is the information and the confidence to use it. And, when I go to the 8 Saints brand website, I'm immediately feel confident just based on some of the things that you're doing on the website. And, for our listeners, if you have a minute, take a look at their website because very well done, very professional. But some of the key things on there, I think to start off with, you document all your certifications.
Well, it's important for us just to be transparent. And that really spurred out of the conversations that we've had with, I'm going to kind of generalize and say, my parents' age. So let's say it's someone who's 75. Big concerns. First of all, am I going to get high? Secondly, is this organic or good for you, or what's in it? Are there pesticides? And I highly recommend that whichever brand you're using, buying from whomever, that they are documenting their test results. And that way you can understand. So, I can talk all day about what's in it or what's not in it, but to see those results firsthand is really what I think is not only the professional thing and the ethical thing to do, but it also alleviates some of the problems that people might have when they're looking at other pain medications. So we try to be as simple and clear on our website and user-friendly as we can. I try not to junk it up with a lot of flashing images, and that probably came out of our digital advertising business, just about being clear and simple, and that really goes into the product as well. We don't add additives, we don't do anything. It's all natural, all organic. That's part of our overall philosophy, is just being upfront and straight and simple.
I want to take a minute to tell you about some really innovative things that our sponsor, Cream of the Crop, is doing in the cannabis space. Their brand is on fire. They have the 5th best-selling indoor flower brand in the state, and they're profitable, growing their business at 10% a month year to date. They're succeeding by helping cultivators turn profits through operation management and consulting in exchange for supply agreements. By bringing 30-plus years of cultivation experience, award-winning genetics, ultra-efficient SOPs, proprietary nutrient mixes, and their brand, they're able to help both operators who are new to the space and ones who want to just increase efficiency. In fact, they just increased profits for one of their clients by $700,000 per month. Just incredible. But what's really exciting is that they're expanding their highly scalable model beyond California. That's right, they're accepting applications across the country for 2021 and 2022 partnerships. Also, if you're planning to invest in cannabis, you should definitely look at Cream of the Crop because they're doing a capital round in early 2021 to help with their brand's national expansion. To learn more about partnering with Cream of the Crop or investing in their expansion, go to creamofthecropgardens.com. That's creamofthecropgardens.com. Yeah, and I like on your website also how you really make it a priority to adhere to privacy rules and making sure that everybody's information remains private. This product is something that not everybody wants their information shared.
The last thing that I want to do is sell people's information because our customers are best brand advocates and they give us the feedback that we need. So they're our R&D, they're really our sales force. And so to protect their privacy is one of our top priorities. We don't sell any emails, we don't share the information. It's only for us to communicate back to them about what's working, do they get their order, what would you like to see in new products, do a lot of that feedback. And I think it's just good business practice to communicate with your customers and not sell their information.
Well, I think word of mouth is always the strongest form of advertising, and I think you're taking the right steps to ensure that you continue with that. I also like on your website, under the heading of advertising, is that you've built out of an affiliate marketing program. You're one of the few companies in the industry right now that I know of that has an affiliate marketing program. And for people that don't know exactly what that is or how it works, maybe you can talk a little bit about how you use that to build your brand.
Well, pre-funding, we've self-funded this for the past year. And it's really a good way to get the word out with what I would say are kind of outsourced sales professionals. But they're regular people who, let's say they have a website where they sell essential oils or they're selling health and wellness products. And we create a link for them, which is essentially some code or a button that they can put on their website. So if they talk about this, let's say it's in Facebook or they're talking about it in another online profile, and someone clicks on that link to go into our website and purchases, that person gets credit in the form of money to send traffic our way. So it's a very simple model, but it not only extends our brand, but it helps compensate people for their time to speak they believe in, which is our product.
Yeah, and you essentially build your own sales force.
Mm-hmm.
So far, you've grown this company just by bootstrapping it. You've self-funded it all the way up till now, but this brand is going to take off, and just getting the word out is so expensive, and not to mention building the team in place to manage that growth. Tell us a little bit about your capital raise.
So we're looking for $2 million. We've met with numerous groups, and we formed strategic partnerships with a few other companies. And that really, for me, is kind of another path of growth, is to form pre-funded strategic partnerships that are win-win. We're going in conjunction with a couple other companies into different places so that we really can extend our reach nationally overnight once we receive our funding.
That's an interesting approach. It's almost similar to like a kind of a licensing or a roll-up arrangement. It seems like a fast way to gobble up market share.
Yeah, we're running fast, and there's a window here, so we want to get our product in as many people's hands as we can over the next couple of years and help people with pain. So.
Okay. So it's a $2 million raise. And
$2 million.
Yeah, so we'll have all of Ben's information and 8 Saints information on the MJBulls website, and you can take a look at your investor stuff. Ben, thanks for being on the show today. This is an exciting project you're embarking on, and I'm excited for you.
Well, Dan, I thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Crappie's Feel Better Company is a cannabinoid CPG company with a line of easy-to-use CBG, CBD, and CBN products built for the weekend warriors, the weekday Zoomers, and anyone in between. Crappie's next-gen products incorporate pharmaceutical-derived chemistry to precisely blend minor cannabinoids and terpenes, creating a series of proprietary formulas for hyper-targeted use cases. Harnessing a team of experts with over 75 combined years of chemistry experience, the company relies on its novel solubility technology, state-of-the-art delivery, consistent results, and unique eye-catching branding to stand out from the crowd. Crappie's executive team and chemists have created a vast and diverse product pipeline to maintain relevance in a saturated market. To find out how you can participate in Crappie's Feel Better expansion, which includes major retail placements, university-executed clinical trials, IP and patent submissions, GMP and API scale-up, and international distribution, go to crappiesfeelbetter.com or on Instagram at crappiesfeelbetter. Today's show was made possible by the generous support of our sponsors, like Alt36, the country's premier blockchain payment processing platform that's providing dispensaries and its customers with a safe and secure payment option other than cash. To learn more, go to alt36.com.